A brain network designed to serve consciousness became corrupted into a pattern that usurps consciousness. The cellular parallel, oncogenesis, cancer development. In your body, healthy cells become cancerous through a similar process. Normal cell function, performs specialized role, responds to organism-wide signals, reproduces only when needed, and it serves the whole. Cancer cell development, DNA damage, trauma, causes genetic mutations, loses responsiveness to organism signals, so they stop responding to signals from the body and listening to the body, begins operating for self-interest instead of whole, compulsive reproduction, hoarding of resources, and claims independence from the whole. So it's when imagine one of your skin cells developed an ego and said that this is my body and everyone else is a threat. That's what cancer is. The parallel is exact. Cellular hijacking, cancer, and consciousness hijacking, voice. So DNA damage from carcinogens, radiation, toxins. On this side, we have childhood trauma, emotional wounds, and unmet needs. On this side, we have cell forgets it's part of an organism. On the other side, we have operator forgets true nature and identifies with the voice. On one side, we have operates for self instead of whole. On the other side, we have operates from ego, fear instead of divine coordination. On one side, we have hoards resources and reproduces compulsively. On the other side, we have hoards attention and generates compulsive narrative. On one side, we have resists organism-wide signals. On the other side, we have resists divine guidance, spirit, and intuition. On one side, we have creates tumors, dysfunctional tissue. On the other side, we have creates suffering, dysfunctional life patterns. Cancer is a cell hijacked to operate for the self, and voice is consciousness hijacked to operate from ego. Same mechanism, different scale. So we have the microcosm and the macrocosm. Indigenous wisdom, Wetiko. The Algonquin peoples didn't call it hijacked default mode network. They called it Wetiko, a psychospiritual parasite that cannibalizes consciousness. Wetiko characteristics. Makes the host believe they are the parasite. Operates through insatiable hunger. You're never enough, you never have enough. Spreads through mimicry and modeling. Children learn it from infected adults. Creates inversion. Operates from fear and scarcity instead of love and abundance. And it consumes the sacred. It replaces divine connection with compulsive consumption. This is not metaphor. Wetiko is a literal description of the hijacked default mode network pattern. The voice makes you believe you are the thoughts, a parasite claiming to be host. The voice generates insatiable craving. Default mode network ruminating on what's missing, what's wrong, what's needed. The voice spreads through cultural transmission. Hijacked parents infect children. The voice inverts reality. Fear becomes the default instead of love. The voice consumes presence. It replaces now awareness with past rumination and future anxiety. So you're always thinking about the past and you're always thinking about the future and you're never in the now and you're completely delusional. The indigenous people, difficult. Like I can't even go around to anybody in public and talk to them about any of this. They automatically start attacking me. And they're so stuck in their beliefs and they're so rigid and their mind's closed and they're so identified with their body and mind and character and story and everything, like that they think that me as a healthy cell, they attack me. So this is a very delicate process.